Watch your pockets.
Oh, you look like just the sort of heroic warrior I could use. My family's farm is facing some goblin problems right now, and I'm worried my uncle is going to do something terrible. Does that sound like something you could help with? My uncle Octavius is going to hire some hunters to cull the goblins, but the goblins haven't done anything deserving a full cull yet. Pym says there's a reason for the goblins' behavior. She's a goblin researcher. Pym's taken special interest in the 2 tribes which have camps near our farm. She talks about goblins like they're the best thing in all of Westweald. Go talk to Pym. I'm sure she'd pay. I think Pym was going to meet with my uncle, so you might be able to find her at the family farm near Gray's Hollow. I really hope you can help the situation before I don't have a clue. They've never been this angry before. My uncle and the other farmers can forgive a few sheep here and there, but they'll lose everything if the goblins continue. They're not hungry. Anything they kill is left where it is. I'd say the goblins are sending us a message, but no one on the farms has done anything.
Just attacked me, Pym. My niece is missing. I'm hiring the hunters.
Give me more time. I can figure out what's upsetting them. I can calm them down.
Sorry, Goblin Researcher. Looks like I won.
Hiring hunters isn't the way to solve this problem. I know that goblins can be unnerving if you aren't used to them, but wiping out 2 camps is going too far. Do you have a moment to help me with this goblin problem? These goblins are more aggressive than usual. It's almost as if they're getting ready for war. When goblins fight, they make trouble for everyone. Goblins aren't stupid, though. They wouldn't get this aggressive without a cause. If searching through a few goblin camps to see what's upsetting them is all it takes to stop a tragedy from happening, I'll do it. Come with me? There's a bitterfish camp not too far. I have some funding left over. It'll be hard to miss the bitterfish's camp. It's just west of here. Look for the campfire. Or walk until you smell fish. Watching the goblins and studying their mannerisms would be a lot easier if their camps didn't smell so strongly. I'm not sure, really. Signs of a struggle? Maybe a disturbance of some sort? It takes more than you think to get an entire camp this angry. Let alone 2. I'm familiar with this bitterfish camp. I should be able to tell when something's amiss. Same way you study anything else, I guess. I keep my distance and observe the goblins from afar. Sometimes they get comfortable enough with my presence that I can move closer. But I never disturb their lives or interfere with them. What we'll be doing won't strictly be research. We'll be intervening for a good cause. This time, we'll make our observations and inquiries from within the goblin camps. I'm not sure, really. Signs of a struggle? Maybe a disturbance of some sort? It takes more than you think to get an entire camp this angry, let alone 2. I'm familiar with this bitterfish camp. I should be able to tell when... Same way you study anything else, I guess. Keep your gold, Octavius. My friend and I are going to fix this.
Do what you have to, but don't blame me, Pym.
This one's mine.
Try not to call too much attention to yourself. I don't want to stress the goblins more than necessary. Normally there's an incredible totem in this shrine. Where is it? Goblins never move their totems. Oh no! They're shaman? Oh, look at the wounds! Goblin weapons don't cause trauma like that. The missing totem and the shaman. It's all so horrid. You're scared, but you don't have to attack.
You know what that's good for? Ah, you'll figure it out.
Losing a shaman is enough to cause uncertainty within a goblin camp. But losing their totem too? No wonder this camp is so violent. I have some theories, but nothing good. The missing totem is already enough to get the goblins angry and mobile. But the dead shaman explains the chaos. They're scared and unorganized. Desperate. We can't. Not without their totem. Until they get it back, they won't appoint a new shaman. And whatever happened to the previous one seems suspicious to me. We should investigate the Sharptooth camp. Goblins are highly territorial. That's why the Sharptooth camp is a little ways away from the Spitterfish goblin camp. Still, they're nearer than most other goblin tribes, and that makes for interesting research. You'll see what I mean. They're not as frightened of other creatures. I suppose having a camp near Gray's Hollow will do that. They do tend to get into more mischief because they're not as intimidated by the farms, but they're also not as reactionary.
Here we go. You're dead. I'm with you.
I scouted around, and the goblins look agitated here, too. Let's see what we can find. Please don't attack! Here too. The totem is gone and the shaman is dead. A rusty knife? It's not one of the goblins. See the handle? Much too big for them. This can't be coincidence.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello? What is Octavius's niece doing here?
Thank you. Did I hear... Him always talked about how dangerous entering a goblin's camp was. I was trying to stay away from the goblins, but I guess I should have been looking to stay away from the traps instead. You found it? She's right. It doesn't. This is my family's kitchen knife. My uncle said it was missing just the other day, but goblins don't steal knives. I don't know. This could explain why the goblins are encroaching on the farms more than usual. Maybe the sight of the knife or the smell of it is turning the already angry goblins against the farmers. I realized I just couldn't send strangers into a situation I was too scared to be in myself. I didn't get very far, though. Stepping on that trap was stupid. But I'm glad I was here to identify the knife.
Finding the knife we planted won't change anything, Pim.
You stole the knife? Why?
Ask your precious researcher. Her work is very enlightening.
My work? Oh, adventurer. I think I know what he's doing. My last publication was on the past major goblin wars. What started them, the factors and variables that drove all these different goblin tribes to war. Yearn 10 is recreating the exact conditions of Bone Cliff battle. There was a rough few seasons. 2 camps lost their shamans to sickness while flooding destroyed their totems. Neither tribe left the battle with enough goblins to support their camps. The only thing Yearn 10 introduced to the tale is a knife, which explains why the goblins were so hostile to the farms. Yearn 10 doesn't just want the goblins to be violent, he wants to be paid. Yearn 10 must have the missing totems, because he wants to lure the goblins to his hunters. They won't be paid unless the goblins are dead. And Yearn 10 is lazy enough to devise a plan to get the goblins to come to him. I think Octavius let the hunters camp in Grace.
I'm trusting you to deal out justice for the dead goblins.
I'll meet you at Grace Hollow. You have to get the totems back. Nothing else will stop this violence.
Always work.
I've never seen goblins so agitated. I hope it's not too late to return the totems to them. I'd hate to have to write up this incident as a tragedy. I think I'd have to. If we can resolve this peacefully, then others may need to know how we did it. Goblins are reasonable creatures, even in this state. If I return the totems, that might end this whole ordeal. Would you mind retrieving them? I don't think I can bring myself to attack a goblin. I'll only slow you down in there. I'll meet you on the western side of Gray's Hollow when you're done. I probably shouldn't stay in one spot for too long. The Bitterfish and Sharptooth goblins have well-documented totem motifs. Both will have skulls in a place of prominence. Bitterfish totems are taller and incorporate feathers, while the Sharptooth totems are shorter and very clean. I think I'd have... I'll meet you on the west side of Gray's Hollow when you have the totem. Good luck.
Better overstocked than under. nice to look at, sure, but let's not let it slow us down.
Get him.
I don't need payment to kill you.
Better luck next time. Oh, wait.
Watch it. Light it up!
Over here! Thank the eight. Hand me the totems. The sooner I can return them to the goblins, the sooner this mess is... Thank you. I hope this works. I was making good progress earning these goblins' trust, but Yerntan's actions might have ruined that. Well, there's only one way to find out. Here they come. Don't attack them. I did not take your totems, but I am returning them. So please, stop. Did you see that? The displays of aggression just disappeared. Oh, they're calming down. I don't know if they'll attack either of us on sight anymore. Oh, this is impossibly exciting. I think they trust me. I am going to be able to return to my research with a new perspective on goblins. Although, I might keep my notes to myself for a bit. Maybe I can stop the next Yerntan by delaying my publications. I suppose I'll settle down here and make sure the two camps are protected from more interference. They deserve the same safety that the farmers want for themselves. I'm sure, in time, the farmers can learn to not be so scared of goblins. Between Bella and I think we can get Octavius to change his views. He'll help us with the others. Everyone was too blinded by their fear of the goblins to see Yerntan for the crook that he was. I am. Like I said, the misunderstanding here was fueled by fear. But there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. There are other places in Tamriel where goblins and humans coexist. It's not impossible.
Good to get stocked up.
Welcome, Proxy. This is Ellenglyn, an Ayleid ruin. I expected to find the recollection here, as they have been searching similar ruins throughout the area. They did not disappoint. I sense an aura of Daedric power as well. Perhaps that aura drew them. Indeed. I sense an ancient Daedric shrine in these ruins, although I have no idea which prince it honors. If we find the shrine, we may uncover the recollection's purpose here. Do you still have the Echoneer, Proc? I see you remember our adventures in the shrines of the good Daedra. I believe we may find important memories for the Echoneer to reveal here as well. Between the recollection and the dangers inherent in most ruins, I suggest caution. My research revealed that Ellenglyn contains a maze filled with deadly traps. We must reach the heart of the maze to find a way through. I am ready when you are. Hermaeus Mora knew he could not completely erase all knowledge of Athelia from the world. He locked away his own memories of her in glyphics hidden in Apocrypha. He created the Echoneer to reveal any lingering memories of the Forgotten Prince. The one who knows asked the Demi-Prince Farnui Ten to convey the Echoneer to me after the cultists of the Blind Path made the mistake of invading his realm. Hermaeus Mora told me you would need it. Ellenglyn, an Ayleid ruin, most likely a temple or monastery. As you can see, little remains above ground. The vaults below are more extensive, or so I have read. Adventurers report dangerous monsters and traps within. Those who survive. I am hardly an Ayleid scholar. I know they were called Wild Elves, and they established Tamriel's first empire. Their city-states were spread across much of this region, but their empire fell during the First Era. Much about them has been lost. Many Ayleids worshipped Daedric princes. Athelia may have been among them. When the recollection began to remember Athelia, they remembered her as their god. I think they are searching for shrines to Athelia. Mere speculation, but a logical guess. From what I have determined, they are a secret society with a keen interest in ancient ruins. The revival of an Ayleid cult, perhaps. Our ally Baragon knows more. He recently tracked them to West Weald and has been looking into their activities. Baragon told me that the group was initially formed to seek out something missing in their lives. It seems clear now they were looking for Athelia, even if they did not know it. Now that Athelia is free, their actions are becoming more conspicuous. That remains a mystery for now. We know they aided Torvasad in his quest to remember what he had lost, and we know they are searching Ayleid ruins. Perhaps they continue to assist Torvasad or some other Daedra connected to Athelia. If I sensed the presence of Daedric power, the recollection likely noticed it as well. The recollection made it this far. They have met some of Ellen.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
Let's hear it.
Watch it!
wanna die? Fine.
Let the threads of fate restore your strength. Let fate renew your vigor, Proxy.
That's it?
Let fate renew your vigor, Proxy.
Let's knock some heads.
Welkin stones. Aliens were fascinated with the magic of light, but this is not what we seek. Let us press on.
Let's end them. You wanna die? Fine.
Feel the current of fate flow through you.
There, the maze is below. The way to Elendril's shrine lies through the heart of the maze. Not only a maze, but a tomb. Careful. The aliens were practitioners of necromancy.
That's it. Never a dull moment.
The current of fate shall revitalize. Restore your strength.
The chamber to the north should be the heart of the maze, but it seems we must find another entrance.
You asked for it.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
Impressive.
Let us rest in faith restore your strength.
The heart of the maze. Our way forward lies... a locked gate. We must find the key, Proxy.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
better than that to stop us.
The key must unlock these gates. Let us continue, Proxy. I sense that what we seek lies somewhere to the south.
You good? Of course you are.
We found the shrine. But who is... Oh, that is Athelia. Perhaps you can talk to her, Proxy.
I do not recognize you, yet you seem familiar. Almost like this shrine. I know I should remember it, but I do not. Tell me, what is this place? Why am I drawn here? A Daedric prince. Yes, I remember. That was what mortals called me. But Ellenglyn is a proud citadel, not a crumbling ruin. Its people are wise and beautiful. They worship me. Wait. I sense something. And another memory. Hermaeus Mora. The Ekenir. Yes, that is what the Abyssal Cephaliarch called it. A clever little device he wrought to find and remove things that belonged to me. Thoughts, memories, truths he did not want anyone to know. Show me. I wish to see what it Let us see what Mora took from me.
You risk everything, Athelia. You must forsake the many paths.
You seek to diminish my prince. Why should she agree to such a demand?
To preserve reality. Her willfulness threatens all of existence.
You let your fear control you and foresee an apocalypse that will never be. Depart, Mora!
Athelia disappeared as soon as the memory ended. Let us speak outside. Let us review what we saw in the ruins, Proxy. Now it becomes clear. The recollection also seeks Athelia. They hope to find her visiting places she once knew, just as we did. Yet Athelia seems confused. I do not think she has fully regained her memories or truly understands what happened to her. I believe we witnessed the moment Hermaeus Mora first confronted Athelia about the danger she posed to reality. And we saw that she refused to heed him. It is a hard thing for any creature to change its nature, especially for a Daedric prince. This is but one piece of the puzzle, Proxy. You still need to investigate Ostermere and Rustwall Estate. Determine why the threads of fate there are frayed. Find me at Baragon's townhouse in Skingrad.
Let's move!
Yeah!
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that quickly.
Traveler, do you know what happened to the cohort at Rustwall?
Not a legionary in sight. Look around. No people. Strange, right? I detached an entire legion cohort to guard this estate, but I haven't found a single legionary. Not even a servant. What's your story? Do you know what happened to my legionaries? To protect the estate. I don't know if you're aware, but Westweald isn't the safest place these days. Between the New Forest and the Wood Elf settlers to the west, and the rumors of cultists and Daedra stalking the land, I thought it prudent. Because I handle multiple matters for Count Calantius, and my cohort should have been able to fend for itself. The estate's proximity to Skingrad makes it a tempting target for enemy forces. Listen, help me find my legionaries, and you'll be rewarded. I hereby designate you a temporary agent of the Westweald Legion. Just until we find my soldiers. We'll search the manor house first. I'll meet you inside. Keep your eyes open, comrade. We don't know what happened here. Well, it's usually a lot more lively. When Count Calantius isn't in residence, or it isn't filled with visiting dignitaries, there's still the entire household staff. But so far, I haven't found a soul. No signs of a battle or struggle yet either. Count Calantius governs Westweald from the city of Skingrad. He's a shrewd leader. When dignitaries visit Skingrad, the Count offers them use of the Rustwall Manor House. It's the Count's way of, oh, how did he put it? Encouraging positive outcomes? I sent my Legion cohort here, the best soldiers in the Weald. The estate's proximity to the city makes it strategically important. I wanted to make sure we went. I suppose introductions are in order. I am Tribune Alea Idolus of the Westweald Legion, Marshal to Count Calantius, daughter of Quatrius Idolus, Knight of Colovia. A mouthful, I know, but I enjoy reciting my entire pedigree from time to time. Faithful service to the Legion, plus a strong sword arm. I fought in Varen's rebellion and defended Colovia as the Usurper War broke out. After we won the battle for Northhook, I started moving up the ranks. Now here I am. It happened at the start of the Usurper War. The Daggerfall Covenant sought Northhook as a base from which to invade Imperial City. We didn't want them there. When my commander fell, I took charge. Eventually, we repelled the invaders. When the Usurper War began, the Legion sent me to defend our borders. Calovia has no love for those grasping to be Emperor. We didn't want to get dragged into the conflict. Count Calantius heard about my exploits and brought me into his service. In addition to my duties as a Legion Tribune, I perform special missions for the Count. Right now, I'm looking into the various troubles plaguing the Weald. Rumors of cults and Daedra roaming the countryside. Whatever's going on in the New Forest. It was the damnedest thing. In a flash, the rolling hills and vineyards were replaced by a thick jungle. And then those wood elves moved in and established the city of Vashabar. You can imagine why the Count is concerned. My father. He was a successful merchant, but I barely remember him. He died when I was very young. He left me a great deal of gold so I could study and make something of myself. I'm grateful for that. When I...
Yeah!
Seems everyone left in a hurry. Take a look around. Someone attacked the servant this belonged to.
Trust these woods. Fancy words from our nest. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. them deep. Of mine.
I'm sure. Let's dance!
Worked my son until he collapsed and sent him to the forge. It's been days since I've seen him. Understood! Run while we can!
While our kin still claw the rock for these curs? Never! No, we're scared for these curs. But it won't be spilled right now.
hunt with your hungry blades, and you will forever feast on this swine. Blood for blood! Feed for expecting.
infernal thing wakes again to drink our blood.
Cut them free, and find them proper blades. There's more reach dogs where these came from.
No! Toss these wretched things to the fire. It's over, don't you see?
It'll never be done. Not until every last Reachman has drawn their final breath!
Let's get it done.
Servants like this when there's danger. to warn others away. Captain planned to hide, but where? We need to find Captain Laronis. Meet me at the barracks on the south side of the estate.
On the hunt.
Back here, comrade. I found Captain Laronis. What a loss. I found that letter clutched in his hand. servants are hiding in the catacombs. Let's talk. The bloody clothes and the warning candle suggest someone or something attacked Rustwall. And we know Captain Laronis was working on a plan. I hope to find him alive, but the letter from the groundskeeper tells us more than we knew before. Not as grim as it sounds. The Count ordered the catacombs converted into a shelter a while back. He wanted a place for anyone in residence to hide should war sweep over Colovia. Let's hope the rest of the cohort and the servants are safe. Groundskeeper Gaius is a tough old hedge snipper. We need to find him and get his key to open the catacombs. Then we can see how much of the cohort and household staff survived whatever happened here. Groundskeeper Gaius's home is just down the hill to the east. Whether he's there or not, we need to find that key. We fought side by side at North Hook. He was brave, but never foolish. Always took every engagement seriously. A lot of soldiers would be dead right now if not for him. When I received command of the cohort, I requested he join me. About 3 rungs on the command ladder hierarchy. I lead the cohort, but Captain Laronis usually served as our field commander, while I handled strategy and logistics details. Gaius? Are you here? It's Tribune Alea.
Tribune? Thank the Divines. Are they gone?
Who, Gaius? Who attacked Rustwall?
I'm glad to see Tribune Alea, but she certainly took her sweet time. We've had all sorts of problems here. Did you bring reinforcements? Captain Laronis sent the remaining legionaries and staff into the catacombs. Then he was going to call for help. Dead? Damn shame. He was tolerable as far as Legion officers go. He had a good plan, too. While he hid everyone who was left in the catacombs, I was to keep watch until help arrived. I even stashed the key in a safe place in case the enemy found me. It had to be some sort of enemy army, but all I ever saw were a few wood elves sneaking around the grounds. We need to let everyone in the catacombs know it's safe to come out. Can you go retrieve the key and take care of that? I stashed the key inside the old statue in the garden. Don't worry, I'll draw you a map. Just be careful wandering in the garden. We've had an infestation of odd bugs recently. Odd and dangerous. When the legionaries showed up, we felt a lot safer. A little security in these troubled times. Then, one by one, soldiers started disappearing. We weren't sure if they were deserting or what. Then, I found the bloody legionary armor. Captain Laronis suspected an enemy was picking the cohort off one by one. He expected a full-scale attack, so he sent the staff into the catacombs with the remaining legionaries to protect them. I hid here until you and the Tribune showed up. Other than the wood elves I spotted sneaking around, we never saw the enemy. And the only evidence of foul play was the bloody armor I found. Captain Laronis assumed it was brigands looking to rob the estate. But would brigands challenge a cohort? I've been supervising the outdoor staff since Leovic was a cub. Gardeners, masons, they all answer to me. No easy job, especially when we're all frightened out of our wits. I know Rustwall inside...
Grab the map and let's go. We need that key. The gardens are just east of here, down the hill. The Rustwall Gardens. Our map indicates a spot on the western side. They're from deep underground. What drove them to the surface?
You good? Of course you are. Got your back.
That's the statue marked on the map. Search for the hidden key. That's the key. Now let's go open the catacombs. The door is across from the barracks.
Got to be better than that to stop us.
Move out. We need to find my cohort. Look, down there.
Still no sign of the escaped legionary, Shard Marshal.
No matter, mortal. More of our forces will come through soon.
As you say, Shard Marshal Vargas, we have more than enough weapons now.
That wood elf, he's with the Recollection. And he's taking orders from a Dremorha? What's going on here? This furniture was meant for the comfort of dignitaries who took refuge here, not for these Recollection bastards.
Easy. Who's next? Over by the gate.
By my sword, a legionary. Report, soldier.
Hate to bring bad news to the Tribune, but I'm the only member of the cohort left. Those Recollection zealots killed legionaries guarding the estate until we sent whoever remained down here. That's when we walked right into the Daedra's clutches. I got lucky. I fell behind to adjust a loose bootstrap. When I heard the attack start, I slipped into the shadows and have been running ever since. Look, the Daedra have a portal. They're filling the catacombs with Daedric forces to it. It's in the ruins, down in the deepest part of the catacombs. Two magical anchor things keep it open. Tribune Alea is strong, and you look like you can handle yourself. While the Recollection hunts me, you need to go east, and you'll find where the Daedra dug up from below. Drop down and keep going east. You'll know the portal when you see it. Break those anchors, and I bet the portal closes. I'll try and lead the Recollection away, and then find you down there. I've become pretty good at sneaking around down here. There are all sorts of secret passageways and trick walls. You just have to know where to look. Don't wait for me, though. I have to move slow to avoid the Recollection patrols and the Daedra. Almost positive. The Recollection swarmed the remaining cohort and the servants we were protecting. They worked fast. It was a slaughter. I'm lucky I lagged behind, or they would have fallen on me too. I managed to pull a few servants away, but They weren't soldiers. No one trained them for any of this. I can't blame them for making too much noise, or being too slow with the blade. I tried to keep them safe, but it wasn't long before I was on my own. I've become pretty good at sneaking around down here. There are all sorts of secret passageways and trick walls. You just have to know where to look. Don't wait for me, though. I have to move slow to avoid the recollection patrols. Call it a hunch. But if I'm being honest, I have no idea what it will do. It might fling you right into oblivion, or turn you into a netch.
Legionary Capio is right. We need to shut down that portal. Down into the ruins. We've got to close that portal. Legionary Cape. Capio said the Daedric portal was to the east. They're certainly older than the structures above.
You're going to regret this. go.
The portal! Destroy the anchors, comrade!
Defend the anchors! Maintain the portal! The anchors! Drop them!
Close the portal. Good work. Now, let's find a way out of here.
This way, Tribune. Follow the tracks.
Over here, comrade. Let's talk. My cohort almost completely destroyed. The Rustwall staff almost all dead. Even Shard Marshal Vargas managed to slip from our grasp. While we closed the portal and saved Skingrad, it feels like we failed, comrade. The threads of fate? That sounds ominous. But after what we saw down there, I'll keep an open mind. We learned that the Recollection cult is working with Daedra and taking orders from Shard Marshal Vargas. They got damn close to invading Skingrad. With the portal closed and the Daedra on the run, the remaining Recollection forces aren't enough to threaten Skingrad. But I'll get the Legion to send more soldiers, just in case. Here, the pay I promised. Consider your temporary commission suspended, comrade. Though I'd love to have you permanently assigned to my cohort. I plan to continue to look into the Recollection and Shard Marshal Vargas. I hear there's a wood elf in Skingrad doing the same. I'll send for more legionaries to clear them out. As many as we can spare. With the portal closed and Shard Marshal Vargas on the run, they shouldn't pose too much of a problem. That's up to Count Calantius. I'll advise him to keep legionaries at the estate even when no dignitaries are present. Problem is, we don't have many left to allocate here. The Legion isn't what it once was. What with the Empire in disarray. You know him? Interesting history for a wood elf. Traveled Tamriel as an adventurer in his youth, then became an Imperial scribe. I understand he's retired now, but word is he's I'll send for more Legion.